Aloha, Howley Norm here. Gonna do a 1,500 hour, 3-year review of my John Deere 26G excavator, mini excavator. So I've had this thing almost 3 years. I am months shy of that, so my warranty is about over, and got 1,500 hours on it. Now, if I had been charging my regular rate of $100 an hour for everybody and every time, I'd have paid for this thing about 3 times. But as it is, I didn't do that. Did a lot of work around my own homestead, and today I'm going to show you how much stuff I messed up and tell you a little bit about why. So let's go over the first thing we can see right here. We got some fins that are all bent to shit. So I end up going through a lot of guivy and brush, trees that are all stuck together, and then once I get them knocked down, they end up coming back up out of the ground and getting me, like this right here. And then I've had them come up underneath the undercarriage. See if I can get down here and get a picture or two. So, oh goodness gracious, down here, there's the hole. Ripped that mesh off all the heck on a stick. And up here in this port, as I mentioned in the 600 hour, I had a stick go up in there and catch the fuel pump and rip out the electrical for that. So let's see what else we can find down here. Oh, how about this? That stick must have got caught there and bent that up real good, because it's supposed to look like this other side, not bent. So that's just a little bit of the stuff that I've bent up. Of course, I've scratched the heck out of it. Lots of scratches. But I've had a lot of things get close to me. Some of this may not show up in the camera very good, but there's a big dent right here, another one down here, and of course where I catch rocks up in the compartment here for the blade. And then when I turn the receiving end there, it catches and bends. So I've dropped trees on me before and thought I lost this a few times, but it's still holding up. It's had some big trees drop on it. We'll go around the other side and see how much damage done to the metal. So over here, here's the metal. That's pretty well bent up. It's curled back in like that, and it's bent down here. That's from big logs falling on top and crushing it down. Or I should say trees falling on it and crushing it down. So I've ripped up a lot of stuff. This is for my lights. And of course, I showed my light before. It's all bent to heck. I went ahead and just took the bulb out, the thing out. But when I use my hammer, I can, if I got it on high, which you're supposed to have it on higher to use a hammer, it moves pretty quick. So, been more than one time where the hammer has come back and hit the piston. Good thing it doesn't hurt the piston, but it's hit this pipe. This is supposed to be more of a straight angle. I just recently had to put a bar in here and bend that back out because it got pinched a second time by something in the woods. And of course, gonna have to do a high shot up here. These pipes, both sides, have been bent in towards the machine. I think I said that in my 600 video as well. Now I guess we can talk about the hoses. Well, we'll start off with this piece right here. That was supposed to go somewhere like up here. Oh, get up there where you see it. The bent piece was supposed to go to the top, and this hook, this J hook, was supposed to go to this line. I replaced this line several times because I ripped it off after I bent this. And what I did to start with was I just made it into 2 lines. But I still end up popping off the ends, like this end right here. I'll pop it off. Now, this one is for the blade, and you probably can't see it, but right there near my thumb is a crack in the line. I just had that break. So, the only hose I had, that one is for the right-hand side, for the blade. The only one I had was the left-hand side for the blade. Now this left-hand one here, I broke it like 2 times up in here, and I end up just buying an extra one. That's what I put on for the other side, and it is a little bit long. It's not supposed to be curled like that. That's a little long, so I'm gonna have to replace it real quick with the right one, which is that center one right there. And then I still have to replace this one. She's pinched, she's gonna break anytime. So I messed the hoses up a lot. The hardest one to replace was this one here. This one, let's see, where did it go? I'm not sure. I'm thinking it went up here, but I had to go down this side, and then take off the cover plate, and not a whole lot of room. I had to rewind it inside underneath there. That one wasn't very fun. So lots of little stuff that I've bent up, and for the most part I love the machine. There's times that to put on my hammer, which is in the back of the truck right now, it's cumbersome, and when the oil gets hot inside, it sometimes can be real difficult to swap it out and hook it up to the fittings, one fitting on each side. So what I've been doing is when I disconnect the hammer, I hook the 2 hoses together. I suppose we can walk over to the truck and take a look. This little video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but 1,500 hours, that's a lot of time. So this is what I do with the hammer. I hook the 2 hoses together. That way it kind of relieves the pressure, and when it's hot, it's a lot easier to swap it back to the machine again. Now they say that you definitely got to have the machine off to put the hammer on. I agree with that 100%. And then I try to hook up the right side hose first on the opposite side there. And then I will change this part right here, and that relieves the pressure on the thumb, and then I can hook up the left side. So the right side first, left side second, and of course it's a whole lot easier when the whole thing is down close to the ground. You can reach it. Once their hoses are hooked up, then I have to flip this on both sides to get these lines disconnected from pressure and fluids going through them, and have the fluid come down and come down. Oop. Fluid comes down, comes across, comes down for the hammer. So other than hoses and dropping stuff on my tractor when I'm in there, well, it looks like I've dropped a couple of times here. That makes it a little inconvenient when it rains. Rain pours down on me now. But looks like definitely twice I've dropped some big stuff up there. Now I decided not to go with a cab, and I'm really glad I went with that option, no cab, because I would have busted it up. I've had branches come in there and almost get me, so I know that if I had a cab, that glass would have been broke. So the review is good. I love the machine. If I had charged the $100 an hour, which is real cheap, it'd be paid for 3 times over. So new tracks coming in on the boat here real soon, and it'll be a second set of tracks at 1,500 hours. And I think I better stop this video so you guys don't get too bored. But love the machine. If you got a use for it, or you're in some place that you got a lot of new neighbors or with acreage, they need it cleared, it's best to buy one. You can make your money back. Aloha for now.